Howdy folks, today we're looking at Guy Gardner Warrior number 29 from 1994 in DC Comics. It's a strange world we live in where your grandmother stands a good chance of knowing who Guy Gardner is, but here we are. I don't actually own many issues of Gardner's solo series, it may surprise you to hear, but this volume of Guy Gardner represents the character's uncontested commercial peak, running 45 issues total, with the last two-thirds devoted to Guy's time as Warrior, established as a half-human, half-Voldarian hybrid, and able to create weapons out of his body. This version may come in for punchlines today, but the status quo lasted 10 years. In any event, the last time we looked at the work of writer Beau was in the context of his involvement with Boof and the Bruise Crew. But as we are more than the sum of our worst work-for-hire moments, here's a genuinely decent comic from the man's lengthy run on Guy. The reason why this issue of Guy Gardner made it home with me has to do with the artist, someone else who should be familiar to frequent viewers, the great Phil Jimenez, who penciled a handful of issues of Guy's series, as well as a number of other books around this period, during which he served as a kind of stunt guest artist, appearing across the line sporadically. He was the rare fill-in artist who could boost sales on a book, owing to his being possibly the company's hottest artist at the time. And for proof, I offer this very book from a series I wasn't following, but which I would pick up if I saw Jimenez's name on the cover. And if you needed proof as to why Jimenez was so popular out of the gate, just look at the work here, a special issue devoted not to a big crossover, but the grand opening of a theme restaurant. This was the 90s, tacky theme restaurants were all the rage, so it made perfect sense for Guy, officially our tackiest hero, to open up a Planet Hollywood clone devoted to superhero memorabilia. Everyone who is anyone in the DCU pops up for at least a panel, including a good chunk of the New Blood, Vertigo exclusive Swamp Thing and John Constantine, as seen from behind, and even Rex the Wonder Dog. Brainiac 5 pops in for a beer alongside Lady Blackhawk, who had just recently been brought to the present during the events of Zero Hour. Sadly, much of Jimenez's work was simply too powerful for the printing technology of 1994. That it looks as good as it does is a minor miracle, and down to the heroic efforts of the inkers, John Stokes and Dan Davis.